Good evening, dear students. How are you all? So, last time we discussed about this, right? About our country, right? Uh, so, under the protected reserves, we'll discuss about the national parks of our country. Now, even though our country is small, we have like 20 national parks in our country, right? Yala, Vilpattu, Galloya, Kumana, Udavalave, Vasgamua, Lodugambehera, Maduruoya, Somavati, Horton Plains, like this, right? Some of them. So they, of course, can be observed as a established place to protect the wildlife, and public can visit those places, right? No problem. මිනිස්සුන්ට ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Now, what is the importance of this? Now, these places protects the wildlife habits, right? And those things, right? Okay, and promotes the ecosystem and everything, right? Okay, we'll write few lines about these national parks, right? First, right. Put the subtopic national parks. And we'll write few national parks. Only 3 would be enough, right? Okay, all right. We'll watch a small video about this national parks, right? And then we'll discuss the importance and what are the strict natural reserves, right? That is like highly protected ones are there, right? Okay.
Sri Lanka, known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, is a tropical paradise that boasts a stunning blend of vibrant wildlife, lush rainforests, and breathtaking landscapes. Its rich biodiversity is matched only by its ancient history and cultural heritage. For nature lovers and wildlife enthusiasts, Sri Lanka's national parks offer a chance to witness majestic elephants, elusive leopards, over 400 species of colorful birds, and endemic fauna in their natural habitats. Whether you're trekking through misty highlands, cruising serene lakes, or exploring sun-drenched savannas, Sri Lanka's national parks promise unforgettable adventures and encounters with some of the world's most iconic wildlife. Come, discover the wild heart of this island. Yala National Park, known for its large population of leopards, Yala is one of Sri Lanka's most visited wildlife parks. Elephants, sloth bears, crocodiles, and various bird species also roam its diverse landscape of dense jungles and open grasslands. Udawalawe National Park, famous for its elephant herds, Udawalawe is one of the best places in Sri Lanka to observe elephants in their natural habitat the year round. The park is also home to water buffalo, samba deer, and bird life, with its open plains and reservoir creating a scenic backdrop. Kumana National Park, a birdwatcher's paradise. Kumana is renowned for its avifauna, particularly migratory water birds including pelicans, painted storks, and egrets. It also has elephants and leopards and is less crowded than other parks because of its location. Horton Plains National Park, situated on a highland plateau, Horton Plains, a montane cloud forest, offers stunning scenery and is home to unique species like the purple-faced langur and the endemic Horton Plains slender loris. It's also known for its famous viewpoint, World's End, and the beautiful Baker's Falls. More recently, there have been sightings of endemic leopard in the plains. Kaudulla National Park. Less visited but rich in biodiversity, Kaudulla is known for its migratory elephant populations and is home to other fauna and a variety of bird species. The park has a mix of riverine forests and grasslands. Boondala National Park, a wetland sanctuary. Boondala is a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve and a key habitat for migratory birds like flamingos and storks. The park, which borders the southern coast, also supports crocodiles and marine turtles. With its diverse lagoons and coastal dunes, Boondala has a unique coastal ecosystem which does not disappoint avid nature lovers. Gul-Oya National Park. Gul-Oya is unique for offering boat safaris on the Senanayaka Samudra Reservoir. Here you might see elephants swimming between islands or grazing by the water. The park is rich in biodiversity and is a hidden gem for bird watching and sighting other fauna. Singharaja Forest Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage.
Right. Okay. So those are some parks, right? So what are the importance, right? Now there are a lot of importance, right? When you consider about them, the main importance is the protect of wildlife and habitats. That is the main aim of the government and the Ministry of Environment, right? Those things. Promote ecotourism. That is also another thing to extend, like get foreign exchange, right? And sometimes for support of scientific research also. These parks are very important. And conserve biodiversity. Okay. Oh, there are strict natural reserves. What are they? Why do you think it's strict? Okay, because it is a very sensitive area, right? Now, strict natural reserves are highly protected. මේ ළඟදි මම දැක්කා නිවුස් වල දාලා තිනවා නකල්ස් වලට සමහරව ගිහලා කැම්පින් දාගෙන උයලා කරලා වගේ ඉඳලා ඒගොල්ලෝ arrest කරලා තිබ්බා, right? Knuckles is considered as a sensitive forest reserve, right? If you go there and if you do camping and creating fire and everything, killing animals, it will be a problem. So strict natural reserves are like that, huh? So human activities are restricted. So where are they? They're in Haggala, Yala, Pretigala, right? Okay, එම යන්න අවසර නැති පැතිත් තියෙනවා, right? What are the features? Public access is generally restricted, right? Entry is allowed mainly for scientific research. සමහරක් පැති තියෙනවා යාල, හග්ගල, right? රිටිගල පැතිවල සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මිනිස්සුන්ට යන්න තහනම්, right? And wildlife and natural reserves receive maximum protection. හොඳම ආරක්ෂාව හම්බෙනවා. That's fine. Okay. Let's write about that, huh? Importance. Write these points. Right. There are sanctuaries, right? Now, these areas are reserved mainly for the protection of wildlife, right? There are about 62 sanctuaries in Sri Lanka, right? Where will Kataragama, Kaudulla, Min area, Udavatta, Kale, right? In Kandy, Vilpattu, Galloya, right? Trinco. Okay. So these areas, of course, considered sanctuaries. What are the features? Wildlife is protected, limited human activities are allowed, and natural habitat is conserved, right? So that's fine. We'll see whether we can find any videos in Sri Lanka, right? Related. There are bird sanctuaries, right? Mm, here.
I'm currently in Sri Lanka and I'm going to be spending the next 8 days here travelling around various different ecosystems in search of wildlife, looking for everything from leopards to elephants, beautiful colourful birds, hopefully some reptiles as well. I am going to be hosting a group photography tour whilst I'm here, so I'm not going to be able to vlog as much as I usually do, but I'll do my best to bring you with me every step of the way and show you the beautiful wildlife of Sri Lanka. My time in Sri Lanka started with a journey from Colombo up to Wilpattu. It was quite a long drive, but there are plenty of opportunities to jump out and take some quick pictures of wildlife along the way. Brain is not quite functioning. It's nearly 5 o'clock in the morning and we're up really early because we're heading out on our first game drive in Wilpattu. I'm really hoping we're going to see a leopard today, but I'll take you with me and let's see what we find. We've been driving around for a couple of hours so far this morning. We've had some sightings of a crocodile, a fish owl, peacocks, loads of deer. No leopards as of yet though. We've just stopped for a quick break and now we're officially in leopard territory, so we're going to be driving around and hopefully we'll be lucky and get a sighting this morning.
You see monkeys everywhere, isn't it?
It's really close now. They just got a text about a leopard sighting up ahead, so we've picked up the speed and we're making our way there. We've got about an hour left until we have to leave the park, so I'm really hoping we're going to get lucky this time around and get our leopard sighting on the first day of the trip. That would be awesome. We've got our first leopard sighting. It's really far away. I've got the teleconverter on and I've swapped from full frame to crop sensor. And it's just lying under a tree on its belly. It's a cool first sighting.
What did you see?
I just did like a big stretch. I'm just sat going through all of my rushes from today.
Right. So that's what. Okay, we'll write a few lines about sanctuaries, right? Right. Okay, so what are the features, right? Now, wildlife is protected in these areas, right? And that limited human activities are allowed. Natural habitats are conserved, right? Okay, that's what. And natural reserves are, right? These, of course, are protected to conserve both living and non-living natural resources, not only the animals, right? But also the trees as well, right? Min area, Giritale wage areas, right? Okay, let's write about it, that as well. Right. So what are the features of these nature reserves, right? Now they are protected by the government. ආණ්ඩුවෙම තමයි ඒවා කරන්නේ, right? Public entry requires permission. අවසරයක් නැතුව ඇතුළෙම තහනම්, right? Sometimes they are important for conservation and research. Sometimes for research purposes they are like open, right? For scientists, they are given permission. Okay, next one, forest reserves. Now, forest reserves are areas set aside to protect valuable forest systems, right? Knuckles, right? Singaraja, Ken Elliott, Dediangala, Nakian Deniya places, Eva forest reserves, right? Those are also given limited access now. Even for Singaraja, you can't go everywhere. There are areas you can go, right? That's hard. Okay, let's write about that. Features. Right. So what are the importance? Protect biodiversity, right? Conserve watersheds, prevent soil erosion, right? Those are the importance, right? Okay, let's write about it. Right, okay. I'll show you a small video about Knuckles mountain range, and then we'll discuss about uses of forest and forest reserves, right? Now here.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I am taking you to the hiker's paradise of Sri Lanka, the Knuckles mountain range. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button for the best travel videos on Sri Lanka. In this video we are going to be hiking some of the most scenic trails on the island while exploring the simple way of living in this hillside village in Sri Lanka, with a few surprises as well. Oh my god, take it! Our journey begins when you arrive at the Thangapur town, and from here you park your vehicle and the hiking journey actually begins right from this moment. So from the car park you have a small little hike all the way to the entrance of the hotel, but just before you get there, there's a quaint little shop here where you're greeted with a cup of tea to energize you for the rest of your hike. So here we are. You can just sit here and wait for your cup of tea. I was already made aware that there isn't any reception at the property itself, but I was expecting there to be reception at the town of Thangapur, and surprisingly there isn't. And this is the first time that I've come across an entire town that actually is functioning and happening very smoothly without any reception. So it's nice to think that this area is unaffected by 4G, social media and so many other things that come with having reception, possibly making it a great place to really disconnect. There are many areas from which you can discover the Knuckles mountain range, and for this journey we've decided to partner with Wild Glamping Knuckles, simply because they are experts at curating some of the most amazing experiences, and Thema Collection is known for this. And so we can see this actually by the way we are starting our journey to the hotel, by having this amazing hike and exploring and discovering the environment around us, but also getting a feel for the local village and getting to know what that's really like. So I think
we're off to a fabulous start. Good morning guys, it is our first morning here at Wild Glamping Knuckles. We had an absolutely amazing sleep. It was the most perfect weather and we woke up to the sound of multiple birds conversing with each other and it was really incredible. Today we are going on a hike and it's going to be one of the most difficult hikes that we're going to be doing on this trip. And the great thing about this place is they do have a number of all the way there. Wish us luck.
Right, I'll fast forward it. Now here, see the beauty. Right. So you can't travel alone, right? You need some guidance, right?
Alright guys, we have made it. 4 hours later, we have come to this beautiful waterfall. I mean, look at it, it's epic. It's like a huge rock wall and this stunning waterfall coming right down. And as you can see, Shehan is... So
Right,
if you are enjoying
yeah.
this video and you would like to stay at Wild Glamping, we are offering a 30% off if you book through the link below. And if you do book through the link below, not only do you get 30% off, you'll get this hike as an add-on complimentary. So what are you waiting for? Terms and conditions do apply.
It's huge, is it? It's beautiful.
Now, while we were exploring the
Right.
town, we
So that is about Knuckles, right? Okay. It's a sensitive area, right? So when you discuss about the uses of forest reserves, right? Now there are valuable resources, right? Mainly environmental, economic, and social benefits. I have divided these benefits up to three parts, right? First, we'll discuss the environmental benefits. Parisarate Venaham Vasimonad, right? Protects biodiversity by conserving plants and animals. Provides safe habitat for wildlife, right? It covers springs, rivers, and catchment areas, right? They reduce the environmental pollution, absorb carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. That is the most important thing, right? And prevent the increase of environmental temperature, right? Acts as a buffer against the soil erosion, and it conserves the soil fertility, right? These forests, they control the floods, landslides, and storms. So these can be considered as environmental benefits. Okay, right. Let's discuss about it. We'll write. Okay. Write these points. Right. We'll discuss the economic benefits, right? So, what are the economic benefits? Provides timber for construction and furniture, right? Supply firewood as a source of fuel, right? Provide commercial products such as like resin, wax, kettle, mm, bee honey, and sometimes medicinal purposes as well, right? Okay, let's write about it. Economic benefits. Right. So, what are the social benefits, right? They provide opportunities for people to observe rare wildlife, offer shade, coolness, and natural beauty. Now, you saw Knuckles, how beautiful it was. Yeah. Promote opportunities, right? Recreational and mental relaxations, hikes, and pulwa. Serves as a valuable gene pool for future generation, right? That's what. So, what are the importance of forest reserves? Protect endangered species. Vegan and Satwa Araksha Karana, right? Preserve natural ecosystems, maintains ecological balance, right? Support scientific research, conserve water resources, right? Those things. Okay, let's write about few lines, right? Okay, right. What is the need for conservation? What is the reason? Right? The increase in population of human activities has led to deforestation. මිනිස්සු ජීවත් වීමේ ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වුණාම ජනගහනය වැඩි වුණාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? ගස්වැල් විනාශ කරනවා. Right? Habitat destructions වැඩි වෙනවා. It loss of biodiversity is there. දේශගුඩ වෙනස් වෙනවා. මේ දවස්වල පේන්නේ නැද්ද? Now, normally last year during these days it's continuous raining. Now this time of course it's raining one day, another sunny day. Likewise, right? Soil erosion. So these problems threaten both forests and wildlife. Therefore, effective conservation measures are necessary, right? Next one. Okay, let's write about it. Right. Okay, conservation of forest resources. What are the steps they have taken? Now, forests are destroyed day by day, not in Sri Lanka, throughout the world. Even the Amazon forest is destroyed, right? So, what are the steps taken by our government? Maintaining national parks and sanctuaries. ඒවා ජාතික පද්ධතියට එකතු කරනවා. Right? ඒවා ආරක්ෂා කරගන්න. නීති ගේනවා. Forest plantation projects are carried out, right? So, that's what. Okay. And following forest conservation strategies are there. SALT, SALT method, conservation of wetlands, right? තෙත් භූමි ආරක්ෂා කරගන්න එකක් තියෙනවා. Mangroves, කඩුනාශක ආරක්ෂා කරගන්න වෙනම පනතක් තියෙනවා, right? So those things. Increasing or encouraging the public awareness, planting trees, okay? Maintaining environmentally sensitive zones. සංවේදී පරිසර පද්ධති පිහිටවනවා, right? Those things. Okay, let's write about it, right? Steps taken to conserve forests. at these points. Right. So those are some steps taken to conserve forests, right? Okay, we'll start to discuss about energy resources in Sri Lanka. Now, we know energy is a very important thing, right? When there was a war going on in the world, we saw how hard it was for the people, for the governments to fulfill the day-to-day activities, daily routine. So energy is important for transportation, industries, agriculture, communication, and a lot of purposes. In our country, there are several sources of energy: biomass, imported petroleum, hydropower stations are there, coal, wind energy, and minor. In some small places, you can see solar energy as well. So that's what. Okay, energy, right? We'll watch a small video about this, right? and I'll show some videos about renewable energy as well. About types of energy, right? Okay, right. So that's all for today, right? Next day we'll discuss more about energy resources in our country, and we'll discuss one by one, right? Biomass energy, petroleum, right? Water, and everything. Okay. Right. Good night then. Take care.